Welcome, everyone, to a 9th edition battle report. And today we're here with John the Cron playing 2,000 points of his Necrons here versus 2,000 points of emo angsty space elf Ynnari. And today we are going to be playing a mission out of the Chapter Approved 2022 GT packet. We're going to play Recover the Relics. This is Strike Force Mission 11. And there's a couple of cool things about this mission. One, it's got a rule, I think what's it called? You have to hold a objective marker in no man's land. So like in the middle, it's a hammer and anvil deployment. You hold objective in the middle, or one of the objectives, and there's only one objective in your opponent's deployment zone in order to get your Battle Forge CP.
You got to work for it. There's no handing it out. Hi, everybody. So this is going to be really cool because getting to play new missions is always fun. This will be the first one you see in the Strike Force book or Strike Force section. But yeah, not being able to sit back and get your command points every turn.
So they're making you work for it, and that's not how I like to play. But we'll see how this goes. And we also, so this is also new primary where it's going to be 4, 8, 12 and not 5, 10, 15. And in order to get extra primary points, there's a progressive mission, Break Them Body and Soul, I think it's called. In order to get extra VP, you have to kill a unit of your enemies. And that's up to, I think, a max of 3 for each turn.
Per turn, it's up to a maximum of 3. It's bringing us back to the old days. Kill one, kill more, hold one, hold more. Not quite as restrictive. I like the fact that it is just kill one, get a point. Kill 2, get another point.
That is nice.
So if you don't get a really early lead on the first couple of turns, you can work towards it towards the end. Because again, if you manage to nail 3 units over the course of the last 3 turns per chance, that's an extra 9 points. And it's still to a max of 45 points for the primaries.
That's right. All right. Well, John, tell us a little bit about the Necron army that you're bringing today. Maybe just like, how does it operate? Why you brought it?
This is my baby. This is my favorite list that I've been running. And it is the most adaptable list that I have. The whole list is based around 2 solid core blocks of 10 Lich Guard with swords and shields.
These little shiny guys right there?
Those little shiny boys. They all have a 4-up invulnerable.
Is that good? That sounds like it's pretty good.
They all hit at a minimum of strength 6 with -3 weapons.
Sounds not pleasant when you're toughness 3 and don't have an invulnerable save because we don't have power from pain as Ynnari. Keep going, tell me more.
And a core piece of the army, as beautiful as the shiny dragon is Illuminor Caesaris. He can buff any core unit. It is a random roll, but they can either be given +1 strength, +1 toughness, or +1 ballistic skill. +1 ballistic skill doesn't go very far on units that don't have guns.
This is fair. Okay.
But a 60% chance to bring them up to toughness 6 or up to strength 9 with a stratagem.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Is pretty solid. And then you will find out very quickly which one got the better buff when they veil of darkness in your face.
Ooh, that doesn't sound pleasant. I think you get like some sort of benefit to your charge roll or...
So because the entire dynasty that I'm playing is Novokh, we get +1 to our charge rolls, and on the turn that we charge, we get +1 AP. So there are several dedicated close combat units just sprinkled throughout. The meat and potatoes of the army comes from tying you up, but no, it's not tar pit. It's if I touch it, it's going to be removed.
Yeah. Nasty stuff in combat. A lot of nasty combat stuff.
Yeah.
Our lists are actually very identical in that way. So we both have a little bit of shooting as Ynnari. It's kind of like Eldar hard mode. We lose all the good stuff in craft worlds, like our stratagems and 6-inch automatic advancing for a CP. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't get that.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate your concern. It is, it's deeply noted.
Sincere,
yes. So we lose some of that good stuff. From the Jakari side, we lose power from pain. We lose those great stratagems. And we pick up strength from death, which is a nice little mechanic. Kill a unit, get to fight first. If you're already fighting first via charge or whatever, you get +1 to hit. My list, and we'll go through the list in a little bit, kind of revolves around 2 big units of Incubi to really do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of damage. And then sprinkled throughout some Shining Spears to take advantage of Ennead's Net, which is one of the only other good stratagems in the Ynnari book that we have access to, which is an advance in charge that you use in the charge phase. But it's a pretty simple list, but it's something I think it has all of the right tools to at least help you grind out the victory here. So we'll go over some of the lists here in just a second. But John, excited for getting our game together. Best of luck to you.
Good luck.
All right. Hope you enjoy the game. All right. We have John the Cron and his Necrons here today. John, what are you bringing today?
All right. So I have 1 battalion detachment here. To start us off, we have our 3 HQs right up front. We have Anric here, the Traveler, who's the Overlord. He is the Warlord because he has to be. He has a Warlord trait.
That's a lot of pressure.
Well, when you're the Theron of the dynasty, you have no other choice. We have the special Cryptek, Illuminor Caesaris. He does all sorts of cool buffy stuff. And we have a Technomancer over here with the good old Veil of Darkness. In the troop slot, we have a 10-man warrior squad with a dedicated transport. We have 2 5-man immortal squads with Gauss blasters, because I prefer quality over quantity. We have 6 whole. We've fleshed out the elite slots. We have our Void Dragon, a Hexmark Destroyer, 5 Flayed Ones, 2 Crypto Thralls, and 20 Swords and Boards Lich Guard. And then, just because there were some points left, we have 4 Scarabs in a fast attack slot. And that's 2,000 points of Necrons.
Today, we are bringing 2,000 points on the nose of Ynnari Reborn Drakari patrol and a Reborn Asuryani patrol.
Whoa.
Right? Like what? So let me tell you a little bit of Ynnari. We are angsty space, we're emo angsty space elves, and we're very special snowflakes. So special that we decide to just abandon all the cool stuff that you get from Drakari, like power from pain. We don't need that stuff. We have strength from death, which means if a unit dies, we get to fight first. Or if we were already fighting first, we get +1 to hit.
Oh, wow. See, but that just goes to show, the Drakari were just not taking it far enough.
Not far enough. Yes, exactly right. So we're going to be really angsty and emo today. So let's go through here. In the Reborn Drakari detachment, we have the Warlord is going to be the Ynnarchon. It will have the Relic, the Hungering Blade, which gives it basically flat 2 damage, plus 2 strength, 3 AP, and wound rolls of 6s cause a mortal wound. So can be pretty nasty. And we'll have the Warlord trait, Walker of Many Paths, which allows me to get CP regen on a 5+ on CP that I spend. I get 1 back on a 5. So that can be nice. It also gives me a reroll of a hit or a wound roll once per turn.
Per turn?
Which is nice. Or battle round. Sorry, battle round. So that is my Warlord there. We also have the Yncarn, who will be bouncing around, summoning by death throughout the place, and also giving its blessing to anybody within 6 inches of feel no pain. And it is Psyker as well, and has the Ancestor's Grace, which will give rerolls 1s to hit, and also has Unbind Souls, which target enemy unit with an 18, and I'll get reroll wound rolls in the fight phase.
That's terrifying.
It's nice, especially when you put it in conjunction with Incubi. And Incubi are one of those units that actually do pretty well in a Ynnari army, because you like to fish for those 6s, because we like 3 damage, we like more AP, and you can fish for them in a Ynnari army. So we have 2 units of 9 Incubi. Each are going to be in their own raider, armed with Dark Lance and Phantasm grenade launchers. We have a triple Dark Lance Ravager. Doesn't get any rerolls, nothing special, but sometimes you just need a little bit of firepower, and that's kind of what this army is lacking just a bit. It doesn't shoot particularly well, but in order to finish off a unit to benefit from strength from death, you need to kill something.
Now, Brian, are those Grizzly trophies I see on those party boats?
They are. In fact, they shouldn't be on there because I didn't equip them, and so we'll just take those off so they're not sticking out, so you can't shoot them. And if you'll notice, all the banners are now facing inward because we don't want to be shot.
We had a bad time today.
Yeah, I learned the hard way. The Archon, the Master Archon himself had taught me that, leave nothing to be seen and you won't get shot. But these banners are the Achilles heels of these tanks. So we're just flipping on the inside there. Okay, so also in this detachment we have a unit of 9 Cabalite Warriors, just bare bones, and then we have a unit of 5 Cabalite Warriors, as well as a unit of 7 Hellions, and they're going to have Painbringer, which is going to give them +1 toughness. So they're going to be toughness 5, which they serve a very purposeful role in this army, which is be durable, try to get on objectives, do an action, and in the mission that we're going to be playing using the Chapter Approved 2020 secondaries, retrieve Nachman data means that a slightly larger unit has a better chance of completing the action. So that's the Reborn Drukhari detachment. We also have a Reborn Asuryani detachment, and we have Yvraine. She's going to have Yniad Shield, or Shield of Yniad, basically a 5+ invulnerable save aura within 6 inches around her. And she also brings Unbind Souls as well, which is that reroll to wound, just in case 18 inches isn't the most coverage on the board. And the Yin card's going to be bouncing around. She tends to be a little bit more static, so just in case I need it in a different place, I'll be able to have it there.
Useful.
It is useful, yes. And so Yvraine, she's got those 2 spells. We also have a unit of 3 Hornets, and they're armed with Hornets Pulse Lasers. They are, for me, when I tend to take secondaries, to the last is a nice option for me. The Yinkarn, the Hornets, and the Shining Spears are options there. And we also, speaking of which, have a unit of 8 Shining Spears with an Exarch that has the Star Lance, and then a unit of 5 Rangers that typically comes in from Deep Strike to help me get some secondaries.
Oh, cheeky. All right.
Yeah, that's the army. 2,000 points on the nose of reborn, angsty emo space elves.
Well, I am very much looking forward to giving you a reason to be angsty.
Hey, appreciate that. We're going to go listen to some Death Cab for Cutie or Dashboard Confessionals at the end of this game. All right, Mr. John the Cron, we are starting with the roll to see who's going to be the attacker-defender.
Attacker-defender.
Oh, yeah. 2 and a 1. All right. The board edges are pretty much identical. John has helped us create a mathematically perfect board here, which is something that he specializes in. So because of pure laziness, and my stuff is here, I'm just going to I'm going to select this board edge.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Do you have your secondaries?
I do.
All right. What are you selecting today?
Today I will be taking the Retrieve Noctis.
Nachman's data.
Yeah.
I like to knock. Let's get a little. You're the linguist, so you can tell me how it's actually pronounced.
But I'm calling it R&D.
R&D, okay. Fair enough.
Research and development. There you go. I'm taking to the last.
Okay.
And I will be taking Purge the Vermin, which
Purge
is
the Vermin.
The Necron specific secondary. It is anti-engage on all fronts, so I will get 2 points for every table quarter you are not in.
Ooh, I don't like that at all.
Beginning on the 2nd turn.
All right, fair enough.
And what will you be taking, Brian?
Well, you know what? Before we get into that, who are your to the last units? Because tell me they're not those invincible Lich Guard.
You need to take out both squads of Lich Guard and the Dragon.
Fun. Okay, very good. All right, well, for me, yeah, that's me. My secondaries are also to the last. Retrieve Nachman data, R&D, and raise the banners. So here we go. We've now have picked our secondaries, and we're moving on to strategic reserves and transports.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
So, in reserve, I am going to be placing my Flayed Ones and my Hexmark Destroyer in their hyperspace oubliette.
Ooh.
They're fancy deep.
You say that again, oubliette? That's just a fancy word.
And my 10 warriors will be going in there, Ghost Ark.
Okay, very good. And then on my end, we will be putting Incubi, 2 9-man units in Incubi and Raiders. Yvraine will be in 1 Raider. And the Rangers will start up in the Webway, not Teleportarium. Sorry, Great Knights player. And those are going to be my reserves.
So we have our 2,000 points deployed. I've chosen a very aggressive deployment here. I am technically a half an inch back from the line, but Brian's got some very fast-moving stuff, so I need to keep that in mind as he has the ability to push up really quickly.
Definitely an advantage in this matchup is my speed. I can be a little cagey and get into places a little quicker than you can, but I'm also not nearly as durable as you are.
Well, that is my benefit. Now, I have deployed a couple of units in the back so that my 9-inch screen, if Brian were to take anything with any kind of deep strike, he's not going to be able to drop into my board. Into my back line and cause a ruckus. So on the far flank, we have our transport with the 10 warriors. We have 5 immortals. And again, our characters are nicely protected in the back line. Even though they look like they're standing out in the open, not a single one of them, apart from the dragon, is eligible to be the target of attack, thanks to different abilities that are spread.
And you think we have Eldar trickseries.
No, we're audacious.
There you go.
All right, and that is my deployment, ready to meet the ancient foe head on.
Right. And strategic reserves, who you've got the warriors, anybody in strategic reserves?
So we have the warriors in the transport, and we have 5 flayed ones, and the Hexmark destroyer in their hyperspace oubliette, ready to enter.
I love when you say that word every time. All right, Eldar deployment. Basically 7 inches off to get onto that objective. These warriors, same deal for this squad of warriors here. And then we've got your typical Eldar hide behind something that can obscure terrain so we can fire and fade. Basically, these shining spears are staged to potentially use Yniad's net for advance and charge. Everybody here is nicely, conveniently within 6 inches of the Incarn for 6+ feel no pain. The Hellions here are basically 14 inches away so that they can all get onto that objective. And then in Deep Strike, we have the Rangers. And John, I think are we ready to roll for see who gets first turn?
I think it's about time we found that out.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you.
All right, here we go. And it looks like you got the first turn.
I have the honor of going first.
All right, sir. We will move on to Necron turn 1. So we had Necron command phase, and in this mission, you don't generate unless you're holding in the middle. So no, you start. Yeah, you have how many CP now?
I start with 11.
Okay, starts with 11.
So
Stays
I'm
at
still
11.
at 11. Yes. All right. End of the movement phase. So we have moved all of the things up. We've brought one block of Lich Guard up. We've brought another block of Lich Guard up. The Ghost Ark has moved up. It is now with its front in the forest, so it'll be in the dense terrain as well as over top of the objective. So dual purpose. I have moved the Crypto Thralls to the side of the walls so that they still provide their bubble to Caesaris. I have moved
Trixie.
I have moved the Immortals out so they are tagging that objective just to give me a little bit of extra coverage. I've moved the Lich Guard over, the Dragon over, the Scarabs up, and I've really sort of swamped that objective there. So now, since it's the end of the movement phase, Caesaris gets to bless one core unit within 6 inches of himself, and he's going to choose these Lich Guard right up front.
Alrighty.
So I roll a d3. They are now T6 till the end of the game.
Is that good? That sounds good.
Well, they are toughness 6. I'm pretty excited about that. So because
I am less excited about that, John.
Oh no. Well, since I got the buff that I want, I'm going to pop the Veil of Darkness right now.
Ooh, alright.
All right. So let's remove this squad of Lich Guard.
And here they come.
And here they come.
Do you have any actions that you want to perform as well?
I am not. Ooh, I do. I would like to. Thank you for reminding me.
Of course.
I will perform the Retrieve Noctis.
Retrieve Nock Mundata.
Right over there with my Immortals.
All right. And they're troops, right?
They are
So
troops.
they cannot fail.
Oh, right, because the new thing about Nachman data is you roll a d6 for any infantry can perform it, but you roll 1d6 for and take the count of every model in the unit, subtracting 1 if it has the troop battlefield roll. If your dice roll equals or is less than the amount of models in the unit, you pass. So I would need a 5, and a 5 is as high as it can go because they are a troop. Now, if I wanted to do it with my Lich Guard, they could do it, but they would need to. Well, I mean, they can't fail because they're a 10-man squad.
They can't fail yet.
Yeah, but all right, let's do some measuring.
All right, John, tell me, what did you end up doing?
Well, I figured bringing a bunch of T6 Lich Guard to play is probably the best thing to do at this point in time. I've moved them up the field. They are outside of 9 inches of any enemy models, but they are also touching this objective here just in case I don't make the charge. Then you still have to try and pull them off the objective.
Very nice. It's giving you a nice shot at getting onto my backfield objective.
For that sweet 2 command points.
Sweet 2 command points. You are also staring down the barrel of a formidable Ynnari army.
A calculated risk.
All right, Necron Satan phase.
All done.
All done. Perfect. Nothing to do there. All right, what'd you do in shooting, John?
So I used this barge that's tactfully in the forest to shoot the Cabalite warriors that used to be there. They didn't die, so I fired upon them with the Cryptek. They still didn't die, so I fired upon them from Illuminor Caesaris, and they finally did die. So I will get my 1 point at least for a unit killed in a turn.
Alrighty. One nice thing about that, if there is a nice thing about dying, is we draw strength from death, which means we can fight first in the fight phase.
Ooh, interesting.
All right, so we will move on to Necron charge phase.
All right, so I am going to charge from these freshly delivered Lich Guard into this Raider.
All right, so fresh and so clean. I can see the shine still on them. Let's see it.
All right, needing an 8.
Ooh,
That's a 9.
That'll do it.
So they move 10 because of the Novokh +1 charge. All right. So
All right, let's do it.
Here's my attack. Needing 2s, then needing 3s. Oh, that's... But now I'm going to need 3s, and then these will all be at -4.
That sounds like a lot of AP.
It is a good amount of AP.
What's the damage on each one of these?
Just 1 each.
Alrighty.
18 wounds.
18 wounds. All right. Well, we need a lot of 6+ feel, no pains. So let's see if we can roll a bunch of 6s.
There's a couple.
Yeah, I don't see enough of them. Does it explode?
Does it explode?
It does not explode. All right. After the Raider was destroyed, 1 incubi was lost in the process. John then went ahead and consolidated to hug this Raider here. All right, Ynnari movement phase. Turn 1, the Hellions moved up. They're on the objective here. They raised a banner. We had the Cabalites over here perform Nachman data. The Shining Spears came out from behind here. They're moving over here. We had the Incarn and the Incubi move up. We had the Archon move up. We had the Hornets move over. They're probably going to fire fade back. And let's get started with some Psychic Phase. We are down to 7 CP because of Lightning Fast. And don't get it back because we don't hold any objectives in the middle of the field yet. Ynnari turn 1 Psychic Phase. The Incarn failed the first cast of Ancestor's Grace. I used the CP to reroll it. It passed on a 5. That's going on the Shining Spears over here. And then we also cast Unbind Souls on the Lich Guard. All right, in the Ynnari shooting phase, we took out how many Lich Guard with the combined shooting of the Shining Spears?
2.
2 Lich Guard. Perfect. And we did how many wounds on the Ghost Ark?
3.
from the combined shooting of all the Hornets and 3 Dark Lances. Perfect. Awesome. The Hornets then fire and faded behind this Necron L thingy. And we are moving into the charge phase.
Oh, those feel nice.
All right, Incubi going into the Lich Guard, and we have a bunch of saves to make.
Here come the saves. They need 4s.
Ooh.
Okay, so 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead, 6 dead, 7 dead.
Is that the squad?
That leaves me with 1.
Oh my god. No. No.
Time to reanimate, baby.
Time to see who stands back up. Alrighty.
They're neat in the squad still.
So 2, 4.
This is like Skari. This is like the story of my life. Just not having enough to kill things, right?
You know what? I've just been enjoying seeing both 2 armies that I'm very fond of.
You'll also notice that the banners have been turned inwards.
Have they? Look at you. I guess the wind does blow.
It blows both
like
ways,
that
right?
way, right?
Yeah, we made a good joke of it.
Alright, so 5.
All right, let's see.
5s and 6s. Here we go.
Oh my god.
So 1 comes back, 2 comes back, 3 comes back. So
No more back.
that leaves me with 4 in the squad.
Alrighty. Would you like to interrupt?
Yes,
Okay. You interrupted with your Lich Guard,
I did.
and you did 8 total damage off of what was 11 total.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Incarns feel no pain, saved me 3 damage, and I have 1 wound left on this Clavex here.
Yes, you do.
Well done. That was a good interrupt.
Thank you.
So we're now going to have the Incarn's going to go into the Lich Guard here. 6 attacks,
All right.
hitting on 2s, and we got a perfectly balanced dice there. If you can see that, yeah.
Wow.
That's great. So we'll just go ahead and re-roll that. That looks like a cocked die. Don't roll into 1, please. Perfect. Let's go into 2. All right. Wounding on 4s with re-rolls. All right. So you're going to have 4 at AP minus 4.
All right, these need 4s. 1 goes through.
Perfect. Yep.
And how much?
4 damage.
All right, you're gonna kill this one dead. Oh no.
Well, let's see what
Does he come back?
does
Nope.
not. All right. Archon with the Hungering Blade. Can you do it? Can you do it? So we're going for 2s. Doesn't re-roll for himself anymore. And then wounding on 5s with re-rolls. Unbind Souls. All right, so you're going to have 1 mortal wound
Mhm.
and then 2 saves.
All right, so 2 saves. Here we go. 1 goes through.
It's 2 damage.
So that'll eat that 1 mortal wound, and he will go down.
All right.
All right. And reanimations. Oh, he does not come back.
Okay, so the Shining Spears killed the Cryptek there. Then the Incarn summoned by death right there to give some more feel no pains, get on the objective. But we do not have this objective. All right, so now we're going to move into Necron turn 2. All right, John, end of turn 1. How did it go?
It was an exciting turn 1.
It was an exciting turn 1.
I delivered you a bunch of T6 Lich Guard. We bonked a little bit.
Yeah, there's a couple bonks, quite a few bonks.
I have almost no Lich Guard left, and
I have almost no Incubi left.
it seemed like a fair trade to me.
It was a very nice turn 1. You took me off of objectives. I wasn't able to get banners up, which is a huge play for you, I think. Overall, I think it was a very risky gambit, but it seems like it's paying off, and I'm excited to see where the game goes from here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There's still a lot of game left,
left.
so let's get to it.
Let's do it. All right, John. Necron turn 2. Command phase, you gained how many CP?
I gained 1
Yeah,
CP.
1 CP for holding...
1 in No Man's Land.
Yep. And movement phase. What happened in movement phase?
So I have moved over a little bit. I brought the dragon up and the scarabs to screen from here because I don't feel like getting smote. Thank you.
Are you
very
sure?
much.
Why not?
Yeah, not a thing. I didn't finish my movement because my overlord is standing right in the middle of the field.
And we purposely did that so you can record you finishing your movement. And then you can, at the end of your
And
movement
now-
phase, do your Nachman data.
Retrieve Nachman data is happening here. 10 warriors have gotten out of this ghost arc. And
Yeah.
they're just there now.
And deforestation has occurred. Oh, Necrons.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh, I am, except they needed to be crushed under my metallic foot. But okay. Time for the thing that everybody wants to see. Cool. So let's.
If by everybody you mean just you, then
Yes.
I would agree.
Good.
Skari says he wants to see it
I
too.
want to see it too.
But you're an Dari fan traitor. Maybe I don't like you right now.
All right. Caesarus is going to bless those Lichguard. They are +1 strength for the rest of the game. So they will be hitting at strength 7.
Is that good? That sounds good.
In this turn, if I charge or get charged, they're strength 8, and they can be boosted to strength 9. Now that the dragon has finally made it into range, ooh, that is a raider. Is that raider within 18 inches?
There's a Ravager.
Oh, that's even better. That Ravager is within 18 inches, so I'm going to start casting some Satan powers.
All right, go for it.
All right. So on a 2+. Yeah. That is a 1.
That is not a 2+.
No. So nothing happens to your fancy Ravager.
Thank you. That I really do appreciate that, John. That's very considerate of you. Thank you.
It
Thank you.
was a kindness. And now the antimatter meteor is going to go into those Hellions.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
So on a 3+, they take 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it's 3 plus D3.
Okay, we'll just roll a 1 again.
There's a 2, just
Okay.
a little bit of variety.
There we go.
All right.
How many wounds was that again? Just
That is 0 wounds.
0 wounds.
All right, so that's a 350.0 wound total right now.
John, I can relate.
We're building up here.
That's right. All right, so shooting phase for the Necrons in turn 2. Some shots went into the Hellions, took out 3 of them from, assuming these blokes over here.
Yes, from the Immortals.
All right, what are we doing over here now, John?
Now I'm going to be shooting the warriors into them as well.
Do you really want to do that?
I very much do.
All right, well, in that case, we're going to do lightning fast reactions. And do I get a CP back? I do not.
So this is from the warriors. This needs... you know what? I'm gonna spend a command point. I'm gonna spend that one that I got this turn because I got it. 6s to hit will automatically count as wounds.
Okay.
All right, and now you are strength or toughness
T4
4 against my strength 4. So these be 4s.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'm just going to roll your dice.
And here, you can have those ones too.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Me more. These are at AP -1, right?
Yes.
So these are at my 4+ invuln. Alrighty. Not bad. Take 2. 1 damage each.
Yep.
6+ feel no pain. 1 bite goes down. And now the arc is going.
Exact same profile. Without the 6s to hit being automatic wounds.
Alright.
One of these 4s again. Less good.
Alright, if you don't mind, I'll use your dice again. Alright, looking for those 4s again.
Another one goes down.
Those down. Give me a 6. Just 1 6. No. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm going to spend Anrakir's once a game shot on this incubi.
What did this Clavex do to you?
Killed like 8 Lichguard. That's exactly what he did. Okay. So this will need a 2. That is a 2.
That is
It's
a 3.
Does he have an invulnerable save?
Nope.
I'm going to spend 1 command point. It automatically wounds.
Okay.
It's -5 d6 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the left.
Yep. And that's just going to take it away. Boom. Gone.
Good.
What do we got going on here?
So I will be charging into your spears with the warriors.
Okay. We're going to get a -2 from the... I think that does it, though.
Yeah. So they get -2, but they only get -1 because they're Novokh.
That's right.
So they will come here, and I'm going to stay outside of that fancy pile-in range of that crazy red-haired murder bot thing.
All right, John. What do we got going on here?
All right, let's bonk some bikes.
All right.
So 3s into 4s.
And we will use
3s into strength what?
it's I will use lightning fast.
Okay.
Do I get the CP back? I do get it back. Yay! My
Hey.
finally a free strat.
4s into 4s. All right. Okay, so that looks like 4 wounds at -1.
All right. So we're looking for 4s here. Ooh, we're gonna take let's see, 3. Let's see, feel no pains. Give me a 6. Ah, no. So it's gonna kill one, and 1 wound's left on another.
All right. So
All right. We got here.
got my nice little combat here. These will hit on 3s, and then they'll wound you on 2s. 3s to hit. And 2s to wound. That's 5 at -3.
Okay. And they are 1 damage each,
They
correct?
are 1 damage each.
All right. So let's take 3 of them, and let's shadow field.
Oh.
Close. All right. And that doesn't look like it's within 6. Could you measure out if that's within 6 of the Incarn, please?
No.
Okay. So no feel no pains. All right. Down to 2 wounds left. All right. Eldar trickery, Ynnari trickery. Movement phase turn 2. Turn 2. Bottom of turn 2.
This is bottom of 2.
Jesus.
It's big.
Yeah. Long, late night, bloody night. All right, so a couple things happened here. The Shining Spears that were over there, they fell back behind this barricade here, the Necron L. The Hellions vacated their position as well, and they have fallen back too. The Hornets have popped out here. What was inside of the Raider, Yvrain and the Incubi have gotten out. The Cabinet Warriors have moved out as well. The Ravager moved into the dense terrain. And the Incarn flew over the Warriors and is at the Ghost Ark there. All right, Ynnari Psychic Phase. Yvrain with her Grinks, her familiar that gives her cast +1 to cast. The great psyker that she is, having gone the path of the Warlock, failed to cast Shield of Inyad and Unbind Souls. Great job, Yvrain.
Give her a break. She was in a boat that got rocked by Lichguard.
That's fair. That's fair. The Incarn smote for 3 mortal wounds on the Warriors there, and cast or failed cast. No, got Answers of Grace off on the Incubi. All right, Eldar or Ynnari turn 2 shooting phase. We put some shots into the Ghost Ark here. It now has how many wounds left?
4.
4 wounds left.
We've done a lot of
Right.
shooting into that.
Yes, story of Ynnari. Put a lot of shooting things and not a lot of payoff. But that's okay, because this Raider here put its Dark Lance into the Void Dragon and did its 3 damage. We put 2 damage on the Scarabs here. Took out a couple of Warriors and getting ready for the charge phase. Okay, Ynnari, turn 2 charge phase. The Ravager charged into the Ghost Ark. The Incarn charged into the Ghost Ark. The Incubi charged into the Warriors. And this Raider charged into the last Lich Guard. Let's go on to some fights. We're going to start off with the Incarn. The Incarn's going to have 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. They all hit. Wounding on T6, right?
4.
Oh, that's right. All 4s all day. Got rerolls. We're going to need those rerolls because we only had 1 wound. So let's do the rerolls. It's a little better. You're going to have 4 saves at -4.
Needing 5 ups. Nope.
All right. It's 3. Was that 3 fails?
4 fails.
4 fails, so 4d6 damage.
Does it explode?
Please don't. I wouldn't like that.
Oh, do I make it auto explode?
Decisions.
Yes.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I will do it.
All right.
How many mortal wounds do you take? Incarn takes 3 mortal wounds,
Takes 2.
and the Ravager takes 3 mortal wounds.
Is it a 6-inch?
It's just a 3, but I need to double check now.
Let's do the double check, and we'll be back.
All right. It's also going to hit the Incubi and the Warriors. So
Alright.
the Incubi, 2 mortal wounds.
And I don't have a. I'm not within 6 inches, so I'm just gonna kill 2.
And the Warriors for 1.
Alrighty.
Beep.
Very nice. Eldar fight phase. That probably. Oh, thank you. You fixed the spear. I love you, John the Cron. So I had destroyed the spear, and John has fixed it. Why, thank you. Amazing. Amazing. That's why the Incarn did so well in the
That's
fight
it.
phase, because it had its spear back.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So the Incarn was able to take down the Ghost Ark, and then
Bringing Sperry back.
yep.
Yeah.
The Incubi here took care of the Warriors, and the Archon took care of the Lich Guard there. So we are now on 3 objectives. Kind of flipped the table a little bit. We killed 1, 2, 3 units this turn. 3 on the dot, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the end of Eldar turn 2. All right, so end of turn 2. This has been a very eventful game so far. A lot of action turns 1 and 2. John, how did you think turn 2 went?
It's about, you are about a turn ahead of where I expected you to be. I expected my flank here to last at least until, give me 1 more turn out of it, but you very expertly piled in and removed a couple of key models. How about yourself?
I think my shooting hasn't been so great, but fortunately we were able to take out the things that we needed to. What will be interesting for me is I think my advantage right now is in my movement. So I did sacrifice the Hellions and I'm leaving that objective, but I'm doing that so that I can keep their movement to hopefully do something in terms like 4 and 5. You really taken me out of the banners game, and I need to start getting some secondary points there. So that's going to be key for me. I think I'm tracking on retrieve knock them data so far. I think you're doing pretty good on that as well. And then if I can keep my to the last units alive, that puts me in a pretty good position. So overall, I think I'm in an okay position, like you said, probably like a turn ahead of where we thought it'd be. I feel like I'm in an okay place, but we'll see how turn 2 goes.
Mm-hmm. This is an exciting game for sure.
Yes.
Let's see how it goes.
Hope to keep having to hoof it around the board while I can use my fancy wheels to start flying around places.
You're so freaking fast. It's not fair.
Eldar, Trickery, and Speedery. Going on to turn 3.
So, end of the movement phase of turn number 3. I have fallen back. I am in the Protocol of the Sudden Storm, Directive 1, which gives me 1 extra inch of movement. So I've taken advantage of that and moved back onto the objective with more than just some crypto thralls.
Was that necessary?
I've moved up with their 7-inch movement to cross this gap and reinforce my flank over here, where there is a whole lot of incubi. Anric here advanced for 6, but he loses 2 to go through the swamp, but he gains 1 for the protocol, so he had an 11-inch move.
It's a really fast robot.
Super robot.
He's the traveler.
He is the traveler. The bugs moved up to tear down some banners. The dragon moved up to do dragon things. And to join us, we have the Flayed Ones and the Hexmark Destroyer, who are just ready to give you a hug. Cool.
All right.
All right, so now the rest of the stuff that happens at the end of the movement phase. All right, the Immortals get their blessing from Caesaris. And they are T6 for the rest of the game.
Oh, glorious. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted them to be. T6 and -1 to hit.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
love it.
Skari's over there just smiling his little butt off. Nice.
And now the dragon is going to throw some powers.
Eldar Trader.
So we'll do a Voltaic Storm first.
All right.
So on a 3, it's going to deal d6 mortal wounds. For 6 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
And now I'm going to throw an antimatter meteor at it.
That sounds horrific.
On a 3+, it takes 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it takes 3 plus d3 mortal wounds.
So it dies.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's
Perfect.
just dead.
So-
Yeah. No, it's gone.
It's just dead.
It's gone. Does it explode? Oh boy, this would be poetic. You're gonna explode and kill the Archon, aren't you? Oh, thank God.
All right.
Alrighty.
So the dragon has done his job, and ooh,
I think it's made up its points from last turn.
well, he did kill a vehicle. So now he gets to roll a d6,
Oh, this is fun.
and on a 4,
Little
he
mini
gains a wound
games.
back.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's not what we wanted at all.
All right, and
So it's only got 1 damage, right? Or
it now has 8
2?
wounds.
8 wounds.
Out of 9 wounds. All
So
right.
sick. Okay, yeah, we can do it. We can do this. We're Eldar. We got this. We got
Now.
this.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh God, no. The answer is no. I don't even have to know what this question is. It's absolutely not.
What is the leadership of your Ravager?
Oh, I'm looking at the Archon there. It's got to be a 7, 8, 7.
Okay.
Taking the kiss as a yes. It's a 7.
Yeah, it's 7.
So Anrikir is going to do his mind in the machine right now.
Perfect. Sounds wonderful.
So I roll 3d6. And if I exceed your leadership, I get to choose one of your weapon profiles and shoot it from the Ravager.
Yep. Glorious.
That's a
Oh,
7. I think I need to beat it.
I certainly hope so.
With 3 dice, usually you do.
But this time,
Or
maybe
equal
not.
to.
Oh.
If
Oh.
the result is greater than or equal to.
Seriously.
Good thing the Incarn's in engagement range.
Of his own thing?
Which just means you can only shoot the Incarn.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
I mean, I think that's the only thing you wanted to shoot anyway.
it is the only thing I wanted to shoot. I will take one of the Dark Lances and I will shoot it in your Incarn.
Oh God.
But it uses Anrikir's weapon profile.
Okay. Excellent.
So it hits on a 2.
Perfect.
It
Yep.
is a heavy weapon.
It hits on it. It didn't move in my movement phase.
In
it's
the engagement
you're
range, so.
in
Oh,
engagement
Yeah,
range.
so
so it hits on a 3. That is a
Oh,
2.
thank the Lord. The Gloctopus. Well, Gloctopus is doing some things here.
The Gloctopus with his Strength 6 pistols are going to shoot your T3 Incubi.
That doesn't sound fun.
So these hit on 2s.
Do they really though?
And then he rerolls 1s
Because of
he's
course.
a destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they all hit. Now these wound on 2s.
And the AP is like 10, right?
Just 1.
Okay. So you know, get 4 plus saves. We'll take it. I lose 1. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was actually.
Let's go.
That's super good. But I do get another shot because I killed a model.
Because of course you do.
Every time the hex mark kills a model, it gets a shot.
Shots, 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 shots. All right, I'll take you out.
All right, and then
Oh, but of course, yep, you get that reroll.
that hits. And that wounds.
Oh, thank you for just making it easy on me. I'm gonna keep that yellow dice.
Well, now I have Anrikir is going to shoot some more Incubi. Or Caesaris, sorry, pardon me. Anrikir.
Necrons, they all look the same.
That guy has 4 legs. He gets 3 shots at your Incubi for your insolence.
I was am I -1 to hit from there, or do I need to use lightning fast? Let's see.
No, you're -1 to hit.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
These need 4s. They all hit.
Ooh, solid.
These need 2s. That's 2 at -4.
Okay, perfect. Damage.
D6 each.
Okay. And that is 2 dead incubi. What did they ever do to you?
And now the charging phase.
All right.
So, buttons. The flayed ones are going to be charging your Cavalry warriors.
Alrighty.
They will need an 8. That is not an 8. I have 1 command point. I will save my 1 command point.
Ooh, taking it to the bank. Yeah.
And then I'm going to charge your Ravager from the Lich.
Alrighty.
This needs a 6. That is a 6. Okay.
Any other charges?
I mean, as much as I would love to slam that dragon into something,
I prefer you not to.
but he's not in range of anything.
No.
So, unfortunately, no.
Alright. In that case, we are going to heroically intervene.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. And base.
Cool.
Turn.
I'll take 5 on the Incarn,
Okay. 5 on the Incarn.
and then 2 on the Ravager.
Alrighty.
because They are the only target for those 2 guys.
Sounds good. And I will spend 1 CP for lightning fast, because always do I get the CP back, and I do not.
Okay.
Okay, John, you're about to do a thing.
I'm about to do
What is this thing you're about to do?
I hedged about doing this particular thing because I did not want to spend my command point, but I don't want that thing to be around more. So, because the Lich Guard are next to Anric here, they get +1 attack just as an aura. Then, because they are, I can either choose because they are Novokh or because they are Lich Guard next to a noble, I can give them +1 attack for an extra CP. So they'll be getting +2 attack. So the 5 Lich Guard that I have will be taking their 5 attacks each at strength 7 on your Incarn.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's see a spot. Here we go. So these hit on 3s with no reroll. And then these will wound on 3s. Again with no reroll.
Alright. Toughen up.
That is
Alright, let's do it.
a bunch.
That is a lot of dice. Just gotta roll a lot of 4-ups. That's all there is to it. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the dot. We need a 6 to stay alive. Oh, here we go. I
there's
see
1
1.
6.
I see 1 6 exactly. The Incarn has 1 wound remaining. Finish off the fighting from the Lich Guard.
All right, into the Ravager. These hit on 2s, and then they will wound on 3s.
All right, let's see it.
2s. Damaging the infrastructure. 3s.
Yeah, I mean, it's your own Necron stuff, so I don't care.
All right, and those are at -4.
So -4, they're going to go straight through on the Feel No Pains. And it's got 9 wounds left. And
2.
Nope, yeah, there's a second. All right, so it takes 4 damage. All right, the Incarn is going to swing back on its 1 remaining wound here. So we're hitting on 2s. And we'll just roll 3 1s. Perfect. And then wounding on, they're T6, correct?
These are T5.
These are T5, so 3s re-rolling. All right, you're going to have 3 at -4.
Needing 4-ups.
Okay, 2 go through.
Yep.
First one is 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is 3 damage.
All right, you kill 2. Do they come back to life? One of them does. You kill 1.
That seems like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. Alrighty. Ravager on its lowest profile, or mid profile, is D3 attacks. So 1 doesn't do anything. And I think that's all the fights, correct?
I believe so.
All right.
By Fearless?
They are not fearless. Oh, they can potentially be fearless. No, they can't. You base me. All right, let's roll some.
They're usually 9 though, so.
Yeah, how many did we lose this turn? I rolled a 1.
They're fine.
When in doubt, just roll low. Okay, and I think that's it for Necron turn 3.
3, yeah.
All right, moving on to Ynnari turn 3. So a lot of stuff is going on. I think we might be spreading ourselves a little thin, but we are going for it. So Yvrain has advanced and moved closest to the Satan. The Hellions have come out here. They're in a position where they can get some shots in, charge either the Void Dragon and the Scarabs. The Hornets here have come in, touching the dense terrain here, so get some shots on the Immortals. Shining Spears also kind of in between the Immortals and the Void Dragon. The Archon has moved up to the very tip of the objective here to potentially give some reroll support to the Hellions. The Kabbalite Warriors have formed a nice little firing line to try to do something to these flayed ones here. The Ynnari used 2 CP for Deadly Misdirection and has fallen back, so it can shoot and charge. The Incubi have moved closer to try to charge on the Lich Guard here. And that is my movement phase. We'll go into the Psychic phase. All right, Yvrain. She hopefully got all the rust out from her last Psychic showing, but she's going to put a Smite on the Void Dragon. So let's see what we can do here. On a 9, goes to a 10. So let's see the damage for 2 mortal wounds. All right. And then she will also cast Unbind Souls on the Void Dragon. It goes off on a 9, so reroll wounds on the Void Dragon. Very nice. And that is the Psychic phase because the Incarn has fallen back. Moving on to the Ynnari shooting phase. All right, John. So we did what we needed to do. We got 2 wounds in the Psychic phase with the Smite on the Void Dragon, taking it down to 6, right?
Yes.
And our shooting did the 3 damage that we needed on the Void Dragon.
It is currently killable.
So it is potentially killable.
Yes.
We will see what will happen there. Okay. These guys did F-all to the Immortals there. Killed it and got back up. Wonderful. Hornets, doing your job. Great. Did we kill one flayed one?
You killed
a
a flayed one.
Okay, awesome. I think that was all the shooting. We did 2 wounds to the Scarabs there, and now we're getting ready for some fights. So let's do some charging. This is make or break for the Ynnari Skari. We have committed. We fully committed. So the Hornets have charged the Immortals over there. Shining Spears have made their charge against the Void Dragon. The Hellions charge both the Void Dragon and the Scarabs. So they will have some options there. And the Ynnari has moved in, charged the Lich Guard, and the Incubi are in as well. So we are, yes, fully committed at this point. John does not have any CP to interrupt, so we will be fighting first. So let's see what we can do. Moving on to the fight phase. So we have the Shining Spears will go first. They're going to hit on, since strength from... did not count anything. So we're hitting on 3s. And we will be having rerolls for wounds from Unbind Souls. So let's see it. All right. Oh boy. It's a lot of 1s and 2s. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. Okay. But the ones from the Exarch went through, so that's good. So those are on 3s, rerolling. Okay. 2 saves. Yeah, 2 invulnerable saves to make.
You get to reroll that green one.
Oh, that's right. We get 1 because of the... cacti. And a 1.
Still failed.
So these are 4-ups.
Yep.
Neither
They
of them
failed them both. The Void Dragon goes down.
Does he
Does it?
explode?
Explode.
On a 4-up.
Oy vey. Here we go.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Oh. Owie.
All right, so D3 mortal wounds to everything within 3.
Okay.
So into the spears, they take
1.
1, and into the Hellions,
Kills a spear, I think.
they take 2.
Hey, Brian?
That was a successful fight phase. If that's all that happened, that is a successful fight phase. And so we will consolidate. Now that something has died, they will be hitting on 2s. Yeah, okay. And the This is going to be strength 4.
So,
And these are going to be -1, 2 damage.
I don't get a save,
Okay.
so you will kill 2 bases.
Yep, 6 damage total. We'll use 2 CP on Inevitable Fate. Do I get any of those CP back? I do. I get 1 CP back. That'll be big. Okay. So that has me at 2 CP still, correct?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, let's do the incubi first. We'll get some dice and be right back. The incubi are attacking the Lich Guard. So hitting on 2s. No rerolls there. All hits. Wounding on 3s with full rerolls there. Or 4s. Full rerolls. We're gonna need them. Okay. So those are your saves.
All right.
So we're looking at
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
there you go.
And are these multiple damage?
Yes. The
Damage.
6s are 3. Everything
Oh,
else is gonna be 2 damage.
so they're all 2 damage each. Okay, I need 4
Seven.
of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, 7.
Oh, good God. All right, recapping the fight phase really quickly. The incubi took down 6, 7,
You took 7.
7 down. 1 got back up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're Trixie and reanimated outside of engagement range of the Incarn. Then, what else do we do? Hellions killed 2 scare bases.
Yep.
The this fight over here, the Immortals put 2 wounds on a Hornet. I think that was it for the fight phase, but the big thing, we got rid of the Void Dragon.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That is a big thing.
All right.
Morale phase.
Now I do owe you a morale on my Lich Guard there. They are okay. 6 plus 3 is 9.
All right, so end of battle round 3. John, how did it go? What's going on?
Well, a whole lot of stuff has happened.
Oh, yeah.
You killed my dragon.
Which did explode and did a whole bunch of stuff all the way around there.
Which is always fun.
It's always fun.
And those hornets that I didn't expect to see are finally out in full
They're
force.
doing things. They're sitting there. And they shot all of their super powerful Eldar Hornet pulse lasers into the Immortals
That's old news.
and did nothing to them. So,
Ah.
yeah. But yeah, a lot of things have happened this round. Was really hoping to take down those Lich Guard, but they were tricky. So that was some very nice reanimation and placement there. I did forget to put down a banner, which is going to come back to haunt me, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
We did get the 3rd Nock Mundata, so we got 1 more that we got to go.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to. I think we're in a decent position.
Yeah,
The end game is going to be interesting.
you're coming out strong in the bottom of the rounds. So.
You still have Flayed Ones. You still have the Hex Mark.
Mm-hmm.
You still got Immortals. You still got Illuminor Zaris. You still got some Lich Guard, the Traveler, and a squad of is that Immortals are back there as well?
Yeah, I've got
So,
some Immortals and some.
Still got
Triple
pieces. We still got pieces.
But they've got some heavy lifting to do.
Yes, they do. All right, moving on to turn 4. End of Necron turn 4 movement phase. Gosh, it feels like we played 8 rounds. All right, so what do we do here?
All right, so we've moved up. The Incubi are now in rapid fire range. The Flayed ones now have an easier charge, and it's about to get some time. It's about time to get some stuff done.
Really, they?
Okay. All right. Move. Well, at the start of the shooting phase, I'm going to use Mind in the Machine again on that cool little Ravager.
Okay.
All right. Here's my 3 dice. That exceeds a 7.
Yeah, I would certainly say so.
All right. So I'm going to take that Dark Lance and I'm going to shoot the Incarn again.
Oh, goodness. Do we... And you're using your ballistic skill.
Correct.
Which is a 2.
It is a 2.
Even if the Ravager's all messed up.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Yep.
Meeting a 2.
Oh.
That I will reroll.
All right.
Hate spending that 1 command point right away. Okay.
And technically a 3 because of engagement range.
Well,
And that is
that's
a 2.
That's
There we go. All right, what else are we shooting at, John?
all right. Well, now we are taking the 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. Shots from the immortals into the incubi.
All right. I'm going to use lightning fast, I think. How many CP do I have?
You have 2.
2 CP, so I go down to 1. All right. Do I get it back? That will not do it. That is a 1. All right, do your worst. Except don't do your worst. Be gentle.
So these will need 3s, then they'll need 5s.
All righty.
Oh, sorry. They'll need 3s, and then they'll need 3s. What am I talking about? They're strength 5. It's late, folks.
It's not early.
So that is 3 at -2.
All right, so they're going to have 5 ups. You're going to pass 1, and then 1 damage each.
Mm-hmm.
All right, season 6+ feel no pains. No, 2 are going to go down. Now, the Incarn has this really cool ability where if Eldari things die, we could potentially bring some wounds back. So let's show me some 4+. All right, we have 2 life. Up to 2.
Okay. I am going to shoot Caesarus into the incubi.
Alrighty.
For 1 shot, needing 4, it doesn't hit.
Not a 3.
So the Gloctopus
Trixie.
just has to
Background.
shoot your
All right. You go do it.
hitting on 2s. All hit. Wounding on 2s. All wound.
Oy vey. Minus
-1.
1. All right. Looking for 4s. 5s. All right. We lose 4 of them.
All right, that's 4 more shots. Oh, I reroll the 1.
Thank you for re-rolling the 1-2-1 to show the rookie move. Never re-roll the dice you failed. All right, here we go again.
That's all of the shooting I have into the charge phase.
Alrighty.
So, do you currently fight first?
You have not killed a unit yet. I do not fight first.
All right, so I'm going to charge the flayed ones into your cavaliers.
Alrighty.
They'll need a 6.
Oh, that's a 5. Ooh.
With the +1 and the 6?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
They needed a 6 with a +1.
So they need to roll a 5 to get a 6?
Ledge guard into the inn.
All right, so we resolved that they were just within 7. So John had rolled a 5 and has +1 to charge, which gets a 6, which gets him into engagement range. And now the Lich Guard are going just in range of the Incarn. On a 6.
Weep. Now, Anrakir will charge both.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Alrighty, so at the beginning of the fight phase, we will try to do Tormentors on Anrakir, who has leadership 10, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Down to 9 for
Being next to the Incarn.
Fear of the Grave, I think it's called. So let's make it happen. And 7 is not going to do it, so go for it.
All right. So these will hit your Incarn on a 2.
How many CP do I have?
1.
I have 1. All right, well, I'm going to use that last CP on lightning fast reactions. Did I get one back already?
+1 strength coming in close.
Oh, that is a good roll.
Okay, that's 4 at -4.
Okay. On our invulns. Let's see what we got.
No save, no more CP here.
2. Exactly what it needs to kill. One of these needs to be a 6. One of them is a 6. Down to 1.
No interrupt though, and still no fight first.
No.
That's right.
So now Anrakir,
It's up to Anrakir to like.
the Lord of the Theran Legions, is going to attack himself. Anrakir gets 4 attacks.
-1 to hit.
Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, all hits. That's looking good. T6.
Strength 8.
Ooh, beastly.
That's 3 at minus
All right.
4.
3 at -4. All we need to do.
2 damage each.
Oh, that is not going to do it. So 2.
Roll his wound dice.
There we go. 2 damage each, you said?
Yep.
That will kill the Incarn. Incarn goes down. Alright, so this
Because they
attack
didn't
here,
charge, they're just in combat.
the Incubi piled in closer, and then are able to get their attacks against the Lich Guards, so let's see if they can do anything. They are hitting on 2s. And that's a good start. Wounding on 4s. Alright, and we remembered that we used the Inevitable Fate.
And you knock out both of them.
And they go down. Oh. Finally. Alrighty. So that's the end of Necron turn 4. Top of, or bottom of turn 4, Ynnari movement phase. We moved the Shining Spears up. The Rangers moved a bit. Yvrain hoofed it over here. I think that was about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was about it. And we finally got a banner up from the Archon. And moving into the psychic phase, we'll start off. Yvrain will cast. We will cast Unbind Souls on these immortals. I can't even remember what the card goes off on an 8. All right, reroll wounds. Smite on a 10, which comes in 11, which becomes a super smite. Don't roll a 1, please.
2.
You know, that's great. That's exactly
You got
what I needed.
exactly what you
Exactly what I asked for. You're right. See, this is why you gotta think big. You gotta think bigger next time. But that'll work. That'll work. All right, moving into the shooting phase. Strength of Death can be a very cool mechanic when it works, and we were able to kill the immortals in the shooting phase. Yvrain smote. Got a super smite and did exactly what I wanted. Not roll a 1, and then the Hornets were able to finish it off. And now we will go into the fighting phase. Yeah, we're going to start off with the... Oh, wait. I can shoot that Ravager still. Let's shoot that Ravager. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. All right, now let's go to the fighting phase. All right, since we're fighting first, we're starting off with the Incubi. Turn around, Klavex. Face your opponent. All right, hitting on 2s here. Miss twice. And then wounding on 4s. Or toughness is...
T5.
All right, so hitting on 4s. And you're going to have 3 saves. 2 of them are 3 damage. And at AP -4.
Alright, so these will be the 3 damage ones. 1 goes through.
Okay.
And then the 2 damage one is going to go through. He has 1 wound remaining.
Oh. Nice. All right, it is your turn. Oh, wait, always fight first. Always fight first. Can the Ravager do it? D3 attacks now, right? Okay, so 1 hits.
Hits on a 5.
Right? Is that a... Oh,
And it does not wound.
hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. And you're going to have...
That scarab is dead.
That scarab is finally dead. Bye-bye, bug. Yeah.
Anarchy is going to cut down those incubi. Anarchy needs to roll 2s.
Those are 2s.
Anarchy needs to roll 2s again. Those are at -4 and they're 2 damage each.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about that. And those incubi are done. We are now going into turn 5. Whew, all right, so we played 4 turns now, and it has been quite a brawl.
Oh yeah, nail biter for sure. I am surprised. It is a 5-point spread.
Yeah, it's very close, and there's still a lot of game to be played, and I feel pretty good about my position right now. Those banners might come back to haunt me for sure. I think the early play that you had in really disrupting my ability to get those up and just sit on accruing those points was really key. So we'll have to see what we can do. I think if I can keep enough stuff alive and use my mobility on the bottom of the turn, that should bode well for me.
That's looking like the right play. I'm just at this point playing damage control. I have to try and minimize the amount of stuff you have access to. And that's
Squeaking out every point that we can. Denying me every point that you can. All right.
All right.
Moving on to the last battle round. All right, John. Necron movement phase.
That's it. It's done. Nothing is moving.
Nothing is moving.
I am in the, except for the...
We are that tired that literally we cannot move anything.
Are you ready for my one command point?
Oh, here we go.
In the shooting phase, your shining spears do not receive the benefit of cover.
Oh. I see what you're doing there. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And now I'm going to shoot him.
Now you're going to shoot him.
Caesaris. For 2 shots.
2 shots.
Needing 3s. 2 hits. Needing 3s.
Strength what?
8.
All right. Yes.
-4.
-4. We got a 4+ invulnerable save. Oh, we failed 2 of them.
And they're d6 damage each.
Oh. Can I buy Shining Spears?
Oh,
So
that kills 1.
1 bike. All right. Using Lightning Fast on the Shining Spears from the Immortal Squad. Do I get it back?
Nope. Needing a 3. That's 1 -2.
Go 4 up invulnerable. And we got it. All right. So the Hex Mark has got 4 wounds on the Archon here. All right. We'll do these one at a time. Shadow Field saves. 5, 6. We'll go 7, 3. Ooh, big roll. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Should have saved that CP, but that's okay. Goodbye, Mr. Archon.
On a shadow field.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Now you can bonk me with your Ravager.
All right. He's got 1 wound left, right? 2.
He's got 2 because he heals.
Okay. 4's not going to cut it. Does it?
1 hit. Yeah,
Okay.
they hit on 4s.
Am I bracketed? I thought I was bracketed.
Yeah, you're bracketed.
Okay.
Their hit rolls doesn't go down. It's the number of attacks they have.
It's always nice to have Skari here.
All right, and Rakir's going to hit it back. Needing 2s. They all hit. Needing 3s. Oh no.
You got 2.
So that's 2 at -4.
Okay.
2 damage each.
So 4 damage.
It has 1 wound remaining.
1 wound remaining. Just surviving. That's what we're doing. And that's the end of Necron turn 5.
That's the end of deck.
You do get 2 points.
2 points for killing stuff?
No, for
Oh. That's right.
Purge the vermin.
Purge the vermin.
I heard the praise better.
Purge the
Yeah,
vermin. It's the
I
same
only
thing.
get 2 because.
That Ravager decided to stay alive.
Yep.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Basically, that's the end of the game. The Spears moved on to Objective 1. We put up a banner. The Variant put up a banner. I did not get my last retrieved Nachtmun data. The Ravager fell back, and the Hornets went on to contest. They would shoot, but you know what? It's 3 a.m., and we've got to go to McDonald's. But, John, awesome game. Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure.
Great game.
Boy, that was a really tight one.
Yeah. I hope I kept you on your toes.
I mean, I'm still on my feet, but barely. That was a great game. Oh my gosh. I feel like we just played like 2 games. Nice game, John. Thank you so much.
Good game.
How did it end up going? What's the final score here?
So, you took the victory with 76 points to my 65 points.
I'll tell you what, though. It doesn't feel like a W. It feels like we just got absolutely brutal, smashed. But that was an awesome game. It was really grinding them out. you had me on my back foot on turn 1. Denying me the banners really kept me really anxious throughout the entire game. It was about just clawing back as much as I could, using whatever tools I had. I think speed, trying to keep my units alive to the last was obviously huge. I mean, you take out the spears, that's another 5. I don't get those banners. I don't get full primary in the last turn, and that's the game.
Oh, it was close.
Real close.
I messed up one screen and let your lady cast a power, and the dragon.
That's what it was.
That was it. She blew up the dragon, and then everything started to collapse. I know that's all.
That was the turn. I saw the one opening, and I don't typically gamble like that because I felt like I was just spreading myself too thin, both on this side with the Lich Guard and the Void Dragon. But we were able to take care of the Void Dragon. Didn't quite do what we wanted to do here. The Shining Spears were going to go here to just finish one of them off. But I felt that if we had the opportunity to take care of the Void Dragon, we had to go for it. And we barely just had enough to take care of the Void Dragon.
It was the right call.
It seems like it. Can't complain with the results, but that was one heck of a game. Any MVPs on your end?
Well, as always, my Lich Guard. My Lich Guard are my MVPs always and forever.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're so good.
Though I dumped 10 of them in your face, and it took you 2.5 turns to get rid of them. And then the remainder walked over here and cleaned up the flank that was the pressuring.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
That's a tough question. I'll have to go back and really think about it. My brain is mush. I feel like the Shining Spears did quite a lot this game. They were all over the board doing things. Incubi, they're always just very solid. I love the Ynnari for what it's able to do, just kind of the mind buggery of it all. I guess I'd probably give it to the Shining Spears this game. Well, John, where can people find you? What else are you up to?
I stream every week on Twitch at John the Cron. I have
Keep the link down below.
Thank you. And I have an Instagram of the same moniker, John the Cron. I do all my hobby stuff, all the woodworking I do, all of this wonderful Warhammer, and of course we play live stream games on Thursday nights.
Thursdays. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to MiniWarGaming for hosting us in their studio, and thank you for Skari for coming over and helping us with the camera work. And this is another Grimdark Filthy Casuals Battle Report. Hopefully we'll see you on the battlefield soon, and we're headed to McDonald's.